TV. I'm Jeff Tureaud, I'll be your host today. We're having a good show today with Steve Hirsekorn,
Hey everybody.
the man, and Rock on Radio's Danny Coleman, and Cristine, what's your last name, Cristine?
Floyd.
Floyd, Cristine Floyd. Thank you. Thanks for coming on.
As we just call her Floyd
Yes,
now.
that's my new nickname.
The Aunt Floyd?
Nope, just
No.
Floyd.
No, not Aunt Floyd, no.
It
Floyd.
was Uncle Floyd. Why
Uncle
can't we
That
have
was
Floyd.
Aunt
like
Floyd?
That's it.
two shows ago.
We like to keep people guessing.
Yes.
Who's
They
your
call you-
co-host? Floyd.
They call you
Floyd.
Pink Floyd?
Well, that's what I wanted. I said I wanted Pinky Floyd is what I wanted my nickname.
Pinky Floyd, I like that.
Remember I Facebooked you. You remember that?
So Dan and Cristine are with Rock on Radio. It's a radio show that for artists in the area. It's sort of like this is a video show. Yours video too, right? You have a video.
No, not yet, but that's in the
Okay.
works. That's definitely in the works. We do take video during the show.
Right.
That gets posted.
Joe
live
takes care of that,
performances.
right?
Joe Powell
Joe Powell.
of
Don't
Jason
want to
Powell
leave him out.
Photography.
Joe, wish you were here.
Yep.
We tried this once and something happened to the
We were
big card. It
compromised.
happened.
Totally
you know?
compromised. Not
We
good.
were compromised, Floyd.
Sorry.
I,
So
happens
the
all the
second
time.
time could be better.
Maybe.
So
I
what's
hope so.
happening on your show? Who's on your show? Who's up and coming that would like to tell everybody that they should go see?
This week on my program, I actually have an interesting show this week.
Go.
There's a long-time area disc jockey, Philadelphia area disc jockey by the name of Cindy Drew.
Cindy Drew.
And she used to do a show back in the 90s called Street Beat,
Mhm.
where she took, it was FM radio, she was on WYSP, WMMR, now she's on WMGK out of Philadelphia. And she used to do a Street Beat show where she did exactly pretty much what I'm doing now. She found local bands and she would play their music on...
And then talk about it, how they came around
Right,
and so
and
on.
not that she necessarily had the bands in studio, but she would play the music, sort of like what's new or new things that are up and coming.
The old Allison Steele. Remember her?
Yes, I do actually. Gosh, because I was talking with Cindy just today about the old like WNEW up
Right,
here,
right.
the old Warhorse up in this area, and she's going to be coming on with a guy by the name of Scott Sachs who lives near Villanova University actually on the main line, and they're making a drive up to discuss radio, past, present, indie rock scene and things of that nature, and it's going to be pretty good. Last week, this past Sunday, we had a guy drive down from Huntington, Long Island.
That's right.
He wanted to be on the program.
That's up.
2.5 hours, it said it took him. I didn't know whether to be flattered or feel bad for him.
That's,
Wow.
I think both. You can be flattered and you do feel bad for them. That they, or not actually feel bad for them, but admire their will
Their
to
zeal.
go out
If you
and-
come all the way in the LIE, you really want to be on
That's
that
what he
show.
said. He goes,
I feel flattered about it.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, it was a little tough. And
You don't feel sorry for them, but you admire their will to go out and drive and do what it takes to get your name out there.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. That's what a lot of people drop the ball, is that they don't,
they don't go that extra
push.
mile.
That's right.
Correct.
It's an
Literally
extra
in
bunch
this
of miles.
fellow's
It's
case.
not just
Yeah.
1
Yeah.
mile. It's an
Right.
extra bunch of miles that you have to go over and over and over and just keep on going.
Keep doing it.
And
Yeah.
if you love it, it's not work.
True.
It doesn't matter anymore.
True. Very true.
It's just what you do.
Mhm.
And it really, most people aren't doing it for the money, although they wish, the money would just flow in like a wave, but it rarely happens.
No, not in this business.
No, you got,
No, you have to have a passion for what you're doing.
and be good.
And,
I think you gotta be good.
Yeah.
If you're good, people will notice. And they'll come
True.
and see you.
Now,
Okay.
how long has your show been done on the air?
I've been on the air now for, let's see, it was 4 years in April, so 4.5 years approximately
That's it.
now,
Mhm.
give or take.
Is that every day?
No, it's
No,
Sunday nights at
Sunday nights.
Sunday nights at 10 p.m. I started on terrestrial radio actually.
Mhm.
It was a terrestrial radio station in Burlington County, New Jersey, and this last December they hired a new program director, and he had grand visions, and they were taking the station to a different format. So myself and several other guys who had specialty shows, we were kind of out the door.
Okay,
So here I find myself 3 weeks before Christmas with a big Christmas show planned and no venue. So now currently we are on strictly internet. HamiltonRadio.net, Sunday nights at 10 o'clock. We're also live on GasHouseRadio.com and AsburyMusic.com, the Penguin Rocks.
So
Gary
those
Ween
three
out of
things will be
Belmore.
up here so people can access it.
I hope so.
Yes.
But, and we're live, and we also have affiliates where the show gets re-aired throughout the week in the UK, Canada, and throughout the
Nice,
United
yes,
States.
That's around.
And so
Definitely.
if somebody comes on my show, like the guy you just had in here, Danny Rongo, great guest, great player, very good friend of mine. Danny come in and he was heard live on the air, you know, around the world, literally, and then
Good exposure,
re-heard
man.
throughout the week around the
Right.
world. So that's
So anybody can like contact you to be on the show and just say, hey, you know, I'm.
Yep, and I
up and
really,
coming.
I don't.
Do you grill them first? You know?
No, I don't discriminate talent or, you know, everybody deserves a shot. Everybody
I
deserves their
believe that.
15 minutes of fame.
I
you
believe
know,
that,
and that's
100%.
where I go with that.
Right.
And then I had a co-host that started the show with me, and then he started to do his own thing, and I kind of went with a revolving co-host type of deal.
Ended with.
And then when Floyd contacted me, when
Floyd.
Cristine contacted me,
It was like 3 months ago. Was it 3 months ago?
May, right?
So it's May, June,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Mhm.
something like that.
Something like that, May or June, she contacted me in a very, well,
In a very cute way, actually, yeah.
Tell us about
a
it.
cute way.
I thought it was cute. I was like, should I do it? I'll
How
do
cute
it. I
was
don't
it?
know. I don't know. Through Facebook, actually. Gotta love Facebook. Yeah, and I messaged him, and I don't know how I don't know what made me even do it. It was weird. And I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted to do this, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, are you looking for any interns? And he was like, well, no, I'm not, but we don't do interns, but I am looking for a co-host. He's like, I'll call you at such and such a time. And he did. He called me like at 2:30 that afternoon.
Right?
It pays
We
better than
talked.
an intern, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
I wish.
So anyway, he's like, why don't you come in on Sunday? But I wasn't able to make that Sunday, so I came the following Sunday. And then I think he just wanted to see our chemistry initially and see
Right.
if I had maybe, I don't know. And the ball was in his court at that point.
Well, initially, she's
That's
like,
a cute way you met on Facebook.
she
yeah.
sent me a little kitty smile.
Ah, there it is. There's the cute stuff.
No, well, you guys can see you saw what I look like.
Now, we
Right.
have a lot in common, so I'm a co-host as well.
Oh, see?
So sometimes, do you ever get host envy, where you like, I
I want
want
to be the host.
No, you know
Steve,
what? I
wanna be the
have
host? You
absolutely
know
not.
something?
See, what just happened here?
That's it.
Switch it up. Let's go.
Well, you know, I had a mutiny on the NJ Rocks field.
No,
But
no,
it
no.
passes, it passes, I don't know.
No, I am I'm in awe of him. I think he's awesome. I think he does a great job. I'm like a little sponge.
So
And I
you
just-
got to be the captain.
Yeah, no, I'm so
Go
like,
down with the ship.
that's fine. No,
Yeah, the
I
captain
never,
goes
that hasn't
down with
even,
the ship.
not at all.
Yeah, you're going down with him.
I will go down with him.
You're going up with them.
I'll
You're
go
not
up,
going
down,
with
whatever,
anybody.
but that's
Right.
not even something that I am just kind of on board. I appreciate it, and I'm learning a lot. I meet great people, and I get, you know, he's good to like listen to. He's very good. He's knowledgeable. He knows the business. He knows all the people. He knows everything about music. It blows
It's
me
fun.
away.
It's fun, isn't it?
He's great.
You're all right. Floyd.
I adore him.
Wow.
Seriously,
more, no more.
that's a total
Keep it
endorsement.
going, keep going.
No, I think he does a great job. He impresses me, and we just did the other show, 2 weeks ago, and he
Yeah,
just,
we were.
the guy just asked him like, how did you start, blah, 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 and it was just like this whole story, and everyone was just like in awe. They were just all so impressed, and I didn't even know half the stuff that he had brought up, so I learned a lot about him. I think he learned a lot about me when we
Oh yeah.
went back to the, you know.
We've been hanging out a lot lately. We've had shows that we've had to go to, and
Yeah.
Have you, being a co-host and a host and a co-host, do you have interesting interviews? We've had a few where you're talking to someone and then it gets kind of out of control a little bit.
No, you know what though? I don't think our people that come on our show have such a great time. We ask serious questions, but
we're
we joke
usually out
around.
of control.
All right.
Yeah, but they're like, oh my God, you guys are so funny. Like it's
Yeah.
always such a jovial situation. It's never, you know, and people leave there like I had just had the best time ever.
I've only
But
actually
they also
had
gave a lot of information
right,
too.
but I've only
That's a good
actually
point.
had one guest
Oh, yeah, it wasn't
who, and that was only recently. Actually, only had one guest who was not happy with
No?
my program,
Mhm.
and they.
It wasn't up to their expectations?
No,
or-
no, well, see, on my show, what I do is, as I said, everybody deserves a chance.
That's right.
So I'll have musicians or artists call my program and say, hey, look, I got this gig coming up, or I'm doing this benefit, and I'll give them anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes of airtime.
Sure.
Now, my program is a 2-hour, it's a 2-hour show.
Right.
You know, so if you only get an hour and 55 minutes, are you gonna complain? You know what I mean? But apparently I had one artist and they weren't real happy about it, and they just voiced their displeasure and told me that, then they said a lot of not so nice things, and I said, well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, please,
Have a nice
everybody.
day. Thank you very
That's
much. I said, that's exactly what I said, you can't please everybody.
That's right.
But they're the only artist, otherwise, one of the things that I pride myself in is that when I go on the air, at the end of that show, I have yet to not get an email or a handshake or a hug from somebody that
Thanks, man.
says, you know what, you guys made me feel so at ease and had so much fun. I was nervous when I came in here. He goes, this was great. You
Right.
really made me comfortable.
Cool.
Or, you know, so, and that to me is, right, and if they can get their music out and
Promote
and
themselves.
promote themselves and get a gig or sell one CD, then,
Job
you know
done.
what, it was,
Or win Battle of the Bands.
right.
Who won
which
Battle
just-
Band?
we did
Our recent guests, we had 2
The-
members of a band called Aardvark Smile.
They've been here.
Mhm.
Taylor,
Right.
Taylor and Kyle, the guitarist, and they just won, Christine was there.
Awesome.
I was there, yeah,
Nice.
yeah, very briefly.
We had them on, yay!
Yeah, they're on the
Somebody
wall,
on our
on the wall
show.
of fame.
Very, very.
And you were
very
joining
good.
them soon.
Yeah, I know.
They are, I already have them, it's just that
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
the people that are on your wall have already been on my
Yes,
show, actually.
the
absolutely.
Wall of
The
Fame.
Wall of Fame, yeah.
Yeah,
We might be on the Wall of Shame.
I don't know, where's that wall at, over there?
They keep it behind
Corner.
the
You're gonna
curtain.
stick us behind.
Behind the curtain, don't worry, I think you'll be okay, don't worry.
No, I hope not.
You know, I consider myself very lucky. You know, people look at rock on radio and they, some people, you alluded to something a little bit where you said about, you know, the pay isn't, you know. I actually take nothing from rock on radio. I make 0 from the program.
Costs
A lot of
money.
people don't know that. It
Costs
used to
money.
cost me money when I was on the AM station. Yeah, it cost me money. I used to
Right.
rent the airtime.
Right.
People don't realize that. And I'm not doing that, you know, so that I can have Floyd pat me on the back while I'm, yeah. But I mean, I'm only saying, getting that out there because people don't realize that I don't have an agenda. My agenda, if I had one, is basically just to get new artists exposure.
Yeah, I can't
And
afford an
older artists.
agenda.
That- You and I both. I can't even pay attention.
Agenda, how much does that cost?
So, yeah, right, and it's just, and that's what rock on radio is all about. That's it in a nutshell. You know what? You want your music exposed, talk to me. Like you were saying earlier with Danny when he was in here, that I've got milk crates full of CDs that people, I get them literally from all over the world. People send me
Play me,
CDs.
play me.
Put me in your rotation. Put, you know, obviously you've never listened to my program. I don't have a rotation, you know. But I've some really good new music, and I've played it at the end of the program.
How
Something
wide
you
is
like.
your range of, does your signal go out?
Well, I'm no longer on terrestrial radio. I'm
It's
strictly internet.
Oh,
Worldwide.
Yeah, because as one of my buddies put it, he's like, you know, you're looking for a new station. How many people do you think are sitting in your car or their car listening to you on AM radio? They're listening
Right.
to you online. Why don't you just go strictly internet?
So how do you
And that's
judge your audience on that? What do you have?
on a
Jock.
computer, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Do you know
old
how big
Jock.
it is? Do you know how big it is?
Our listenership,
Yeah.
you know, no, I actually, this past Sunday after the show, I told the station, they're gonna start compiling the listenership and the ratings for me, as far as to who is tuning in. On the old station, with all my affiliates combined, when I was on AM radio, I used to average about 30,000 listeners a show.
Huh.
So, you know,
So I,
Mhm,
Yeah,
correct.
absolutely.
between my
Well,
affiliate
sneeze
there and that's if you can believe their numbers. You know, I'm the forever skeptic, but this is what I was told consistently. Yeah, but and that was just between several internet stations. So,
The internet's bigger.
oh yeah, and worldwide. So,
Right. You can't, you don't know where that's going. I think that's even in its infancy, you know, with
Mhm.
everybody with their smartphones and so on.
Yeah, and you can hear Rock on Radio on
Right on your
TuneIn Radio,
smartphone.
actually, on
Right.
your smartphone.
Mhm.
TuneIn Radio. You just go to TuneIn Radio, you download the Hamilton Radio tab or whatever it is on there, and you can hear Rock
Right.
on Radio.
There
Sunday
you go.
nights. 10
Rock
o'clock.
on radio,
Mhm.
on your smartphone. Cool beans.
Everywhere. I'm gonna be like, I have to be like Chicken Man. I'm everywhere.
Do you guys ever make live appearances on location?
Yeah, you know, I actually now have just acquired the ability to do remotes that weren't gonna cost me an arm and a leg or require a lot of difficult setup. But we do a lot of things like this coming Tuesday, well, 24th, September 24th, I'm
Coming up.
sponsoring a happy hour
Ooh, I like
as a
that.
prelude to an open mic. So there's drink specials, I
Where
have
at?
t-shirts to give away.
Where's the happy hour?
The happy hour is at a bar in Trenton, actually. It's called the
Okay.
Tureaud. It's an Irish pub. It's on Hamilton Avenue in Trenton. It's a swanky little Irish pub.
Oh, it's adorable.
But, you know, Christine comes out
Where you
and
guys
Joe
been
Powell
hanging
comes
out
out. No.
Oh, I lived near Spring Lakes. That's
Yeah, she lives up here.
awesome.
So where were we at? The boathouse? The chart house?
That
Where
was
the
in,
heck
Chart
that
were
was
we?
in
Chart house.
Belmar though.
The
Yeah,
Belmar, in
yeah.
Belmar.
I've been there, that's really a great.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first time, and I just moved to Belmar, so that's the first time I've ever been to the boathouse.
Belmar's great.
It's a little bit of a local yokel type place, but it was nice.
Sad to see Matisse go.
Yeah, that
Cool little
really,
place.
it really was, literally on
On
the
the
beach.
boardwalk, on the
Yeah,
beach.
on the beach, looking at the ocean.
I did some family photo session right there,
Mhm.
like a month ahead of
It's
that.
beautiful, yeah, it's so nice over there.
Nice,
Yeah, gone.
nice.
History.
Mhm. Yep.
Well, great. Dan Coleman and Christine, the co-host of Rock on
Christine.
Radio.
Great addition to the staff.
Oh, thank you.
Christine came in as I want to give this a try, see if I like it. Well, come
Trial
on in,
and
sit
trial
down.
and error.
Yeah.
I haven't told her, if you don't want to show up next week, that's fine. If you do, great, I'd love to have you. And
Right.
she's been around ever since, and it's really working out for her, so.
That's kind of what I said to you, Steve.
Oh, yeah, you used to.
Well, I
say
think
that.
you officially made me your co-host, like what, the third or fourth show? You made it official?
Well,
What's that?
you're
What's that?
official.
It's official.
Oh, I did the Miley Cyrus, I'm sorry, cut that. I stuck my tongue out.
It's out there.
I'm twerking right now, I can't
Get
help
out
it.
of here.
Oh, my lord.
It's out there.
I couldn't
You
help
did.
it.
There it is. I'll give you an extra 20 if you turn around and blow that up when you pull it.
Don't you dare.
Boom. Okay.
No,
I'm gonna have to do a little extra editing there.
I
Take
will,
me like 5
I
more
will
minutes
hunt
to
you
get it right.
down. Do not.
Well, thanks, Danny. It's a pleasure having you on
Thank you,
Rock
Jeff,
on
for having
Radio.
us.
Danny Coleman.
Sunday
and
nights, 10 o'clock.
Christine, co-host, and Steve Hirsekorn.
And close too.
And thanks for watching NJRocks.tv. We'll see you next time.
This has been an NJRocks.tv presentation, darling.